I gotta say, huge loss. If you've been following the channel at all, you know that I volunteer at the match play event each year in Austin, Texas. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year. Really just a lot of enjoyment that comes around being part of this tournament each and every year. And I'm just really sad that it's going away, that I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. It's official. It's the end of the World Golf Championships Dell Technologies Match play at the Austin Country Club. It's the end of the World Golf Championships as we know it. The rumors have been flying since early February. This year, 2023, will mark the end of the match play event on the PGA Tour in Austin, Texas. The storylines have included that Austin is losing the tournament, the World Golf Championships are ending, and that the PGA Tour will lose its only match play tournament of the season. So I've got a fantastic volunteer job, a walking score. I get inside the ropes and follow a match around and score it. I've had some fantastic experiences, anywhere from following Cam Smith and seeing him beat Patrick Cantlay, to watching Phil Mickelson beat Jason Day on the 18th hole and having him put his arm around me afterwards. I think there are some rumors that are flying around that we need to talk about as well. And there's one of them that hasn't been discussed by the media at all. Now, the rumors have been swirling since February, and the PGA Tour has even altered their 2024 schedule already. And I got this email in my inbox. Subject to the email, future events update. But the meat of this, it's really this right here. It says the PGA Tour, with the reimagined schedule for 2024, has had to make some difficult decisions. At this time, a match play event with 64 players does not fit into the confines for events in the 2024 schedule. So let's talk about the why for this announcement a little bit further. The rumor that everyone is talking about is the fact that the Austin Country Club was demanding more money from the PGA Tour to host the tournament at that site. This has been talked about across several different news articles, and it's somewhat of an understood point. The debate that had been going on locally in Austin for years, really since 2016, since the tournament started to be played at the Austin Country Club, has really been this kind of rift between the golf members and social members. And it's a relatively legitimate concern. Multiple months of the year, the course cannot be played by the golf members, yet they're still paying dues for the ability to play golf, and they're not able to do that. But here's the rumor that no one is talking about. You don't see this across any bona fide golf media outlet. And here's what it is. Not only is the Austin Country Club asking or almost demanding more money from the PGA Tour to host the tournament, but on the other side, on the sponsorship side, you may have Dell Technologies asking the PGA Tour to pay less to sponsor this tournament because the tournament no longer draws the top 64 players in the world because of, lo and behold, LIV Golf. So if you think about it, you've got the PGA Tour sitting in the middle. On one side, you've got the Austin Country Club, who's demanding more money out of the PGA Tour. And on the other side, you've got the main sponsor for the event, Dell Technologies, not willing to put more money in. And so given the overall circumstances, you've got a situation that's relatively untenable and can't continue because it doesn't have the means to support itself. And I think you've got some context clues for this rumor specifically on the sponsorship side, and Dell potentially not willing to pay as much as they have in prior years to host the tournament because of LIV Golf. From a business perspective, the main context clue I'm picking up on the sponsorship side comes from me picking up my volunteer uniform gear, and there was something that I noticed that had never been there before. And you can take a look at some of the gear that I get. Like, for instance, this is my hat. I get a Dell Technologies Match play hat. The one thing that you see on this hat that you've never seen before is another sponsor, and you've got Intel on this hat. I also get another wide-brimmed hat on the back, interestingly, the Intel logo. And then finally, a first of its kind. Never before we received a water bottle. It's actually really nice, high quality. So you've got the Dell Technologies logo on the front, but lo and behold, on the side, you've got the Intel logo. So whether or not Dell brought in Intel in order to subsidize the cost, whether or not the PGA Tour suggested perhaps an adjacent sponsor to help out with funding for the overall sponsorship, Who knows? But it's something that no one else has been talking about. Yet the catalyst for all of this, it comes back to LIV Golf. So LIV Golf ultimately caused the death of the Dell Match play, and LIV Golf ultimately was the catalyst for killing off the World Golf Championships. Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. If you've got any comments or thoughts on these rumors, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and interact with you down there in the comments section. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it.